Hi! Today, I'll be building a Block 67 as a gift for my friend's birthday. This friend of mine contacted me out of the blue after not talking much after high school, and we reconnected. I'm personally not the best at keeping in touch with friends, so I always really appreciate it when people reach out to me. To be honest, it's something that I really need to work on. It was really nice to be able to meet my friend again after all this time, and I learned that they also liked keyboards. They had a nice setup with a gaming keyboard and some keycaps from Durock, but I wanted to provide something better, so I decided to build this board for them as a birthday gift. Building a keyboard is actually pretty straightforward, and all you have to do is wave your magic wand and poof, it's all done. So without further ado, here's a quick type test for this board. As you can hear from the type test, it sounds very much like a standard Bakaneko, though with some dampening as I did buy the foam kit for this keyboard. The typing feel is smooth and has some bounce, which is what made these Bakaneko style boards so popular. I really wish this keyboard was perfect, but as you can see, one of the feet came deformed, which was kind of funny. Unfortunately, I was short on time, so I just put it on for now. I also messed up when putting the PCB into the case and scratched the top right corner. I was really sad when I noticed, and I feel really bad that this build isn't in flawless condition. For some background info on this board, the Block 67 was conceived when Canon Keys had introduced the Bakaneko 60 and the Bakaneko 65, which quickly became very popular starter boards in the hobby, but at the time, they only had cast aluminum editions. As a result, several different designers and vendors had the same idea, and CNC versions of the Bakaneko began to appear on the market, with the Block 67 being one of them. I joined the Block 67 R1 group buy when the price was $144, making it a really good deal considering the fact that the casted Bakaneko 65 was around the same price, though I guess you also have an included case with the Canon Keys version of the board. I then basically let it sit in my backlog for some time because life got a bit busy, so I never got around to building it. Rather than letting it sit there, I decided that it was the perfect board to give as a gift. The R1 version only had a solder PCB, which is probably why it was a bit cheaper, while the R2 version had a hot swap PCB. As a side note, if you don't know how to solder, I would highly recommend that you try looking at some videos and try it out yourself. It's a really useful skill and not actually all that hard to learn, so I do highly recommend that you give it a try if you have the time. It's great how most keyboards nowadays tend to have hot swap PCB options, which I do take advantage of for the most part, but it's always nice to do the soldering myself. Anyways, happy birthday to my friend. I hope you enjoy the keyboard and stay out of this rabbit hole.